Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, Alex from the past here, and I want to highlight Venom today. And I want to actually highlight, in addition to highlighting Venom, I want to highlight this unique rotation for him, in case this is something that you haven't actually been doing for him. It's actually just canceling as soon as he hits the ground. And I actually thought not only would this make a good idea to showcase and feature a character that hasn't gotten a lot of action since his initial release last year, but also to then extend this rotation, because ABX rotations aren't always better than rotations for other game modes, because in this case for ABX, the Frost Beast basically never does damage to you. And so because the Frost Beast essentially never does damage to you, you don't have to play defensively at all. You can play, with complete abandon, and you'll still be able to deal tons of damage and be successful. So anyways, but I want to show you guys not only how amazing Venom can be and how he actually greatly outscores Moon Knight and basically is the top combat hero for the Silence month with this augmented rotation where you never see the dinosaur, tragically. Believe me, I want to see the dinosaur, but this rotation just works, and it's basically just using the tier 3 skill. I got guard broken there, unfortunately. It's going to lower my score, but you can see my score in the corner. That's the score I got with this modified rotation. And so basically, you're just going all in, and you're just using the tier 3 for the accumulation that it gives you. And I don't know if this is going to be better against Null. I really don't, but I want to find out. So yeah, we cancel it as soon as we get the accumulation, and his 1 to 5 actually does more damage. Well, at least it scores, it gets more points in the form of damage to the Frost Beast here. And you let the 1 and the 3 play out as much as you can, because they have longer animations, but 5 you can cancel when you see the ball, 4 you cancel after the jump, and the rest, as they say, is history. Kind of wish I could see the dinosaur because it just looks so cool. But at the same time, I really like the fact that Venom hasn't been replaced. We talk about characters being good and how long are they going to be in the meta and things like that. And Venom is still in the meta, not necessarily for every game mode, but he's definitely still here, and in a big way, because ABX is super competitive. So I actually was able to almost replicate my score, 8.7 million versus 8.8 million, but this is a pretty competitive score. You can ask your ABX buddies. It's not the best score for Venom, for sure. I don't have any Odin's Blessings on my Venom in particular, but for a CTP of Rage and for a character that I don't necessarily play all the time and I don't get tons of practice with, this is a good score. This is pretty competitive. It's definitely top 16 worthy, and it makes Venom the best in slot for this. So I thought, let's feature him. Let's highlight, an area of the game besides World Boss Ultimate, World Boss Legend, and besides being a striker. We all know how good he is as a striker to heal you. Let's highlight a unique game mode where he actually is top dog and beats out Moon Knight, who you otherwise would think would crush Venom. And then let's take this modified rotation that I just showed you, and let's go back and apply it to Null and see if he can crush his mortal enemy. So I actually recorded that part of the Venom video 4 days ago. I'm ready now, so let's go and see if this new rotation for Venom is going to work. But just to remind ourselves, I'm actually going to go ahead and do the old Venom rotation, or the regular Venom rotation that I had been doing for months, okay, where we basically just hold it until we see there we go, the dinosaur. I was going to say the dragon. The dragon is Null, bro. Okay, we dodged the first cage, which is really good. And his damage is actually not bad. This is stage 19 of Null, which is pretty high. So, also my voice is getting pretty high, I should say. Now, obviously, the disadvantage to this rotation is that the advantage that you're going to pop off the full damage of the tier 3 skill. The disadvantage is you're actually doing fewer tier 3 skills overall because of the fact that the... Oh, wow, my 5th skill got interrupted there. Because of the fact that the tier 3 actually takes so long to proc. As you can see there, it's like close to a full 5 seconds. Now, we actually have not gotten a rage proc to pop off in a while here, which is just bad RNG, but we're going to have a rage proc in both clips, so it's not going to matter too much. And this is kind of what you can expect. Rage is always going to be a little bit less consistent versus Null compared to an energy. Null apparently has very high crit resistance, so that's why you guys told me all those months ago to take off Moon Knight's Rage. So that was a minute and a half. That's not bad. I purposely chose a high stage because of the fact that we want to see, you know, how big the difference is. We want to amplify the differences. So we're essentially going to go back in the exact same team, the exact same strikers. This is fairly straightforward to test. We're going to do the same rotation, right? We're just going to spam his skills, prioritizing 4, 5, and 3. And we're just going to press the tier 3 when it pops up, and then we're going to cancel it, right? You can cancel it almost instantaneously. Okay, there we had to use the co-op skill to avoid the stun, so we're not going to be able to block the first Clintar cage, I believe. But let's see. Let's just keep rolling with this. This is technically going to be about 5 seconds slower, maybe a little bit more than 5 seconds slower, because not only are we getting stunned by the cage, but we are also getting hit by the tornadoes, but that's okay. We'll try to block the second cage with the co-op skill. And we did. Awesome. So it basically ends up being the same thing, right? We missed one cage, but we got the other one. It's a little bit more hectic. We got knocked back there. So it seems to be a little bit faster. Huh. Yeah, I could probably smooth out the run a little bit, but it does seem to be a little bit faster, and on top of being a little bit faster, it may end up being better for him over the course of the entire fight because of the fact that you will be able to just pop the tier 3 and keep going, right? The rest of the fight actually is going to matter more. The more difficult part of the fight actually comes up here. So it's only about 6 seconds faster, maybe 10 seconds faster, but I think it could actually be more than 10 seconds faster. So you know what? Actually, what I want to do here is I want to continue. I want to see if we can clear this stage 19 with no real support besides what's her name? Crescent Lead. I was drawing a total blank on the character's name there. Okay, decent damage there. We're halfway to the next tier 3. I haven't played with Venom in so long, but seeing him against Null is a nice change of pace from what I'm used to as far as just exclusively using blast characters. But yeah, he's putting in some work right now. Not bad, not bad. That took about 45 seconds. Not bad. We're gonna be able to pop off the tier 3 here. Oh, you know what? Oh no, we got it. We got it. I was gonna say we didn't get the tier 3 buffs, but we definitely did. Oh, I got stunned. Wow. Ooh, look at that. Some decent damage there from the 4th skill after the accumulation. Not bad. Kind of wish he just built up his tier 3 just a tiny bit faster. Okay. We can actually pop the tier 3 here. And then immediately go into the next rotation. His HP isn't doing too good. But that's the only thing. It's funny, Venom, of all characters, right, who basically makes a living healing you, is the one struggling here with his HP. But the damage is there. He can do stage 19, which is nice. And I'll tell you guys at the end of this run why I'm actually even happier with Venom's production than I normally would be. There we go. I wanted to get to some of those heals. Okay. Nice. 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 Keep in mind he's got a rage, but we're going to be able to pop off the tier 3 here. I think this is actually where usually Venom struggles the most. Oh, he popped that heal from his uniform, but that was nice. That was like 4 bars of damage. And you know what? The accumulation on his tier 3 actually lasts long enough. Nice! Not bad at all, dude. Not bad at all. Cool. If there was a symbiote support, like there's a spider sense support, right? Scarlet Spider, there's a Fantastic Four support. If there was a symbiote support that gave increased damage to villains, he could go higher. And I said during the fight, I said there's one more reason why I'm actually really happy and actually happier to see Venom's production continue to stay at a level that is semi-competitive, not only in ABX but also in World Boss Legend, is because up to stage 9 you can use Venom. Sure, he's got a rage, bit of an expensive CTP, but still. Crescent, you could swap her out for, you know, either Winter Soldier, Ares, or Hulk. Not going to be as good because you're losing half of the attack buffs, but half of the attack leadership buff, but you can just go down a few stages. And he had 30 seconds left, so there's still more time. However, after stage 9, you can still use him as a male, going up to 14. And again, you can use Hulk or Winter Soldier lead or Ares, so you still have options for him offensively if you don't have Null, because Null's obviously a really expensive lead to give to Venom. And then, of course, on 15, you can't use Null, but you can still use Venom. Eddie Brock continues to find value, so kind of like Human Torch. Not as good as Human Torch. Okay, I'm not too crazy, but he still has the value, because if you don't have Human Torch or you don't want to build him up, if you just want to climb with a Venom and you can get enough Pierce and you can get a Rage for Venom, or possibly an Energy. I'm actually kind of curious, if I go back to an Energy, could I make it work? Maybe he can push even higher. I don't know. And he can actually go higher than 20. So if we do ever get a support, like a male support, a male hero human support, like Coulson, for example, Coulson would be amazing, and he could run with Venom all the way up, right? Because they're both males, they're both humans, they're both male heroes here for the next one, right? They could go together all the way up to 24. That's sick. Really, really happy with that. So yeah, let me know if you've altered or augmented your rotation with Venom, whether you are still going to let Vicious Hunt play out because you just love to see the gigantic symbiote dino. I kind of wish they would patch his tier 3 so that you could sort of cancel it right away and the dinosaur would still come out. I think that'd be so cool. It would give him more damage and it would just make sense, right? It's kind of a shame with combat types. If you want to see the cool animations, you can't cancel them, right? And for other characters, especially for other types like Blast and Universal, you can cancel away to your heart's content and you're still going to see the cool animations. So give us more cancelable combat skills so we can see those cool ass animations. But either way, cancel it for the buffs, right? The crazy buffs: penetration, invincibility, accumulation, really juicy accumulation, and then just gun it. Go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because the damage on Symbiote Web and White Thorn Explosion and stuff and Norn Axe Slice are just that good. Not to mention the fact that he has a base 58% ignore dodge because he's got 10% here and then he's got 45% on his passive. So yeah, he's actually very flexible still for Null almost a year after his introduction. So give it up for Eddie Brock. I'm really happy to revisit Venom in a positive way. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.